Hey, it's Pamela again with Dream Team Flamingos. I just want to talk about our amazing mission statement. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I want to pull out one of the last sentences that talks about that we at PaperPie, we gather for good around literacy and learning. Magical. We gather for good around learning and literacy. And I want to highlight three phrases there. I want to kind of pull it apart, if you will. The first one is that we gather. It doesn't say I gather, it doesn't say you gather, it says we gather collectively. And the thing I love about that is you are never alone in this business. And sometimes it feels like it. I know for 21 years I've done this business, most of the time from my kitchen or dining room table. Once my kids graduated from high school, I absconded this room, so I've not had an office always, and kicked my daughter out. And this has just been an amazing journey of we gather. And I want to make sure that hits home with you. So whether you're a stay-at-home mom and you love being a stay-at-home mom, but it feels kind of isolating, or you're like thinking, oh, I should go do something else. You know what? You don't have to go do something else. You can gather together with people on this team. And that's one of the things I love about leadership too. It steps up. If you want to feel connected, if you want to feel a part of something bigger than just yourself selling some books, sharing books at a gathering or at a book fair, then promote a team leader. You will feel a camaraderie that you've never felt before. So again, I just want to highlight that we gather together. And so you're not alone. Part two of that is we have to share this business, because there are women out there that need it, that are sitting in their homes, loving being a stay-at-home mom, but maybe they need extra income. Maybe they need just some fun, some other thing to do. Maybe they were corporate before and they're missing that, so they feel like they have to go back to work, but they don't, right? So, or you're someone who works full time and, you are goal driven and you are focused and you're business oriented and corporate. That's how I was. But I wanted something else for me, something that was fun, not pressure filled, but that would really make a difference. So that could be you. So we gather together because you also have insights that you can bring from the corporate world. The third thing is you may be an empty nester like me, where your kids are gone and now you're like, okay, I have a lot of time in my day, a lot of time. And I have an incredible capacity to do a lot of things because I used to be PTA. I used to be, troop leader for two troops. I used to run my kids everywhere. I did all those things, homeschool, in school, like I have a lot of capacity to do a lot of good, but I need to do it together because it's also isolating when you're an empty nester. You tend to be at home. So no matter what season you're in, we together gather. Actually, together and gather is the same word, right? We gather, and I think that's so important that we. So I didn't want to skip over that. The number two phrase I want to talk about is for good. It is a good thing that we do. We are for good family relationships. We are for good opportunities to earn income. We are for good opportunities to donate to charities, donate to ministries. We are for good opportunities to earn income, to pay for college, to be debt free, to pay for cars. We are for good opportunities to travel as a family for free. So I really want to make sure that we don't just gloss over that for good, because guess what else? It's for good that brings me to the next phrase, which is literacy and learning. And if you were at National Convention in 2022, you saw the statistics about literacy, the balance of literacy and incarceration. The more illiterate a community, the higher the incarceration rate. It's devastating when you think about that. Education equals freedom. Reading equals freedom of choices, freedom of opportunities, and honestly, freedom of the soul, because reading gives them an opportunity to be able to explore everything from great literature to the Bible to just the world around them. So literacy and learning is an amazing gift that we have that we're sharing with people. So whether you want to focus on we gather together or for good or for literacy and learning, we are doing an amazing thing, but we can't do it without you. Number one, don't want to. Number two, we absolutely want more people to experience this. We are gathering for good, for literacy and learning. And I always like to add laughter because we have a whole lot of fun doing this. So think about that. Of those three phrases, what jumps out the most to you? And then think about, who can I share this with? Because it is good. And we're always looking for good things, right? We always want good things. And anytime we can do good together around literacy, learning, and having some laughter along the way, it's magical. It's magical. So who can you share this with? And boldly and proudly share this with. It's almost a responsibility, I feel like. So let's do this. Let's grow. If you know anybody, or maybe you're seeing this randomly and you're like, wow, that sounds interesting. PaperPie is an amazing company that represents Usborne Books, Kane Miller Books, Learning Wrap Up or Learning Palette, and Smart Lab Toys. We are all about literacy and learning, and our team is a whole lot about laughter and fun. So please consider talking to the person that shared this with you. If you're already a Storymaker brand partner with us, then you know what we're talking about, but lean in and share this opportunity because it's amazing. It's life-changing. So I just wanted to highlight those three phrases. But of those three, what connects and what means the most to you? I'd love to hear that. Thanks for listening.